Hello and welcome to the last video of the series Beginner's Guide to Git, GitHub and Open Source. A quick recap. Till now we had a look at a lot of topics, starting with why should we care about open source, a closer look at GitHub, and then what is a version control, what is Git, and then getting started with Git and the basic Git commands, and then two videos on open source contribution, one with the sample project, with just to make sure you understand how can we make open source contributions in 6 easy steps, and then the second video was how can we make the real contributions, how can we get the maximum amount of knowledge from the issues, and how can we approach towards open source contribution, how can we try to understand the code base, how should we start off whenever a new issue is assigned to us, and so on. So that video was something super important that a lot of you should see. And then we had a look at how and where can we find open source work. And then finally this video on the ethics of Hacktoberfest. This is the most important video in this whole series because there are a lot of people out there who are ruining this festival of open source. October is the festival of open source, but they are just destroying this festival because by making things like this. So what you should not do this Hacktoberfest is this. So here, as you can see, he has just changed the case of this first letters and opened a PR. This does not add any value. So if you see if any of your contribution is like this, just ask yourself, why are you even making that contribution? Just for a t-shirt? That's not a good thing. You should never ever do that, because t-shirts, come on, you can buy a t-shirt in any of the stores, but just for a t-shirt, spamming the whole community with things like this, it's not a good thing. And then blog and an amazing projects, this does not make any sense, and you should not do that. Contributions are welcomed was changed into open source contributions are heartily welcomed. This does not make any sense, and you should not do that. And don't do this. Just print hello world and then please motivate me by putting Hacktoberfest tag. At least you should have done your homework. Instead of the spelling could have been right. Do not do these kind of things. It's just degrading the community, and improving the community is in everyone's hands. These types of pull requests are not should not be counted in Hacktoberfest pull requests, and you know what to do now. So Hacktoberfest is based on 3 values. First value is inclusion, that is everyone is welcome. Then second thing is quantity is fun, but quality is the key. Make sure nobody is stopping you from making hundreds, 200, 300, 400, thousands of PRs, but make sure that your quality is being maintained. Do not do things like this simple hello world program or contributions are welcome was changed into this. This does not make any value. This does not make any sense. So yes. And then the third thing is short-term action, long-term impact. You have to remember that everything, every contribution that you are making, if that is a meaningful contribution, no matter how small or big that is, it will have a long-term impact because a lot of people will be seeing it, a lot of people will be using it, and so on. So now, here are some examples of some low-quality contributions which you should not make. Always remember, quantity is fun, but quality is the key. Never give up on the quality. So pull requests that are automated, example scripted opening pull requests and removing white spaces and so on, these should not be done. Pull requests, for example, taking someone else's branch and making it a pull request, no, this should not be done. And then pull requests that are regarded by a project maintainer as a hindrance versus helping. For example, let's say this one. I think if even if someone had a repository of algorithms or various data structures and algorithms, even then I don't think he would take in this kind of pull request. This will just degrade his project as well. And so indentation is not there. This is just a hello world program. Why would anyone write a hello world program, and so on. So yeah, let's not discuss too much about it, but any pull request, just ask yourself, is it making a hindrance instead of helping? If yes, don't do that. And something that is clearly an attempt to simply plus one your pull request count for October, do not do that. And last but not the least, one pull request to fix a typo is fine actually, one, but five pull requests to remove stray white spaces is not. And here's what I suggest personally: even if you are, if you even if you notice a, a typo in any of the projects, in any of someone else's project, raise a PR. That will of course increase the quality of documentation of someone else's project. But don't make sure that that is not counted towards your Hacktoberfest contributions. That is a good thing that you are fixing the typos, but make sure to do better quality PRs as well. And that is what I would want to tell you. So the rules are, you can click on this button and here you can check the rules. So here, if you scroll down, here are the rules. So basically pull requests can be made in any participating GitHub. Basically you have to look for Hacktoberfest topic. So if any repository is having a Hacktoberfest topic that is participating, you can sign up between October 1 and 31. Just make sure that you sign up to this website, hacktoberfest.digitalocean.com, and then again the details you can read it out yourself. That is it. So we have finally come to an end to our GitHub and open source series. So good luck, and the world of open source awaits you. If you want to see this presentation, just go to madhavbahel.tech/Hacktoberfest 2021. See you sometime else on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/theleanprogrammer. Bye bye.